Has cleared two South Daytona officers who shot and killed a man accused of raping an employee at a tanning salon.
Police surrounded the South Daytona business on Bevel Road May 6th after being alerted by a panic alarm. This new surveillance video shows the man with a gun as he runs out the back, and two officers positioned there open fire.
WESH Claire Metz is live at the Justice Center. And Claire, the state attorney did an investigation as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Meredith, that they did. And along with FDLE, cleared both officers involved, one from Daytona Beach, one from South Daytona. Both agencies noted that the armed man raised his gun, pointed at the officers who fired in self-defense. We obtained that surveillance video as part of the investigation. We have frozen surveillance video from a camera behind the business at the point where suspect Shane Pinckney, a 28-year-old Jacksonville area man, raised his arm, gun in hand, pointing in one of the officers' direction. It's here that both officers opened fire, killing Pinckney with one shot to the chest.
The officers order him to drop the weapon several times. He then turns, brings the gun up at a 90-degree angle, and that's when the officers had to protect themselves.
This is video from inside the tanning salon after suspect Pinckney realized police were there. He's heading toward the back of the business, the gun tucked into his waistband. As it turns out, it was a toy gun purchased hours before, the orange tip removed to make the weapon look very real.
Once that's removed, you cannot tell the difference, and the officers cannot ask that question when it's being pointed at them.
The FDLE investigation reveals that Pinckney, a man with a long criminal history, was high on drugs and alcohol when he went into Hot Tans and pointed the gun at the lone female employee, ordering her to lock the door. He allegedly told her he would shoot her in the head, just as he'd done to 3 other people if she didn't cooperate, then raped her. While he was distracted, the victim managed to get out. That's when FDLE investigators say Pinckney ran out back, took his gun from the pocket, and challenged the 2 waiting officers. According to the report, Pinckney had been at a friend's home in the area, someone he met in jail, before the tanning salon ordeal, and attacked the friend's family. While
he was there, he also attempted to sexually batter his friend's wife and his 14-year-old daughter.
Back live now, we did not go back to that South Daytona tanning salon